In the beginning at the world of Wanfu industry there is medium-sized secret world under the Kyushu Federation. There are 7 large central city bases, all of which are the foundations of human race in the secret world of Spider's Nest. And Balan City is one of them, but in the heart of this land boundary there is a private house surrounded by rivers and mountains called Capital Citadel. And as we can see, this is our protagonist who is living here for more than 10 years, but he is a narcissist who can't stop praising himself. Moreover, he is the young lord of the city named Bai Shaona and also a time traveler. In previous life he was a soldier who died on a mission. After that he crossed into a world where there are all kinds of spirit beast and imperialist. Though we can't say he is a time traveler, but more like he is a reincarnation with his previous life's memories intact. Moving on, at the same time a red-eyes silverfish gold class spirit comes in and asks Shaon to come down for breakfast. Hearing her, our protagonist got ready to go down while explaining about the silverfish being his father's spiritual pet, and also his father is known as the strongest man in the world. After coming down he was greeted by his mother and sister while his father scolded him for coming late, but Shaon changed the subject asking his grandfather about when did he arrived. Bai Jing Chung, our protagonist's father, is the lord of the city and is the former student he has came to give a speech of appreciation at the awakening ceremony. His grandfather also asked as Shaon as this year's examinee who will participate in the awakening ceremony, so both of them will go together. The awakening ceremony is also known as Kyushu Federation's annual awakening ceremony of familiar beast talent. And every year the Federation hosts the awakening to help the young generation to awaken new talents. Moreover, the people who successfully get awakened will go to Imperial College to learn about beast masters, and if someone fail to awaken he will have a normal life. It's a very important phase of life for everyone, but Shaon was also thinking there's nothing to lose if someone doesn't pass the exam and living an ordinary life. But these are just comforting lies. Instead it's a world where talent is treated highly, and it doesn't matter even if you are rich or how powerful your family is. But if you fail to awaken your beast control talent, even the passing ants will not look at you. However, Shaon was worried at first as he thought the god of reincarnation joked with him and forgot to give him special power that will make him look as a villain with good looks and a very rich personality. But our protagonist was able to self-awaken in a level talent for imperial beasts, and it's a very high level talent with comprehensive effects. And it can even communicate with spirit beasts, which is very helpful while fighting and subduing the beasts. Nonetheless, Shaon was thinking the awakening rituals won't have much effect on him anymore as he is already awakened. But his grandfather figured out what he was thinking, but awakening in a level spiritual talent is a great talent and he will be regarded as a genius who can achieve things that his grandfather wasn't able to in future. But Shaon is young and his personality is not stable enough, and if he went to that place Shaon will be swallowed by the monsters. So before he loses his stability, his grandfather gave him a warning as not to underestimate the ritual of awakening. Because the awakening god stone used by the Kyushu Federation is a very special top-level treasure and there's only one piece in entire Kyushu. His grandfather continued on explaining about the awakening stone as it has a very special origin. And at the beginning of the new era the beasts came to the world and caused a great danger to the earth, which almost led to human extinction. Which is why the ancestors of the human race discovered the awakening stone that awakened the first generation of the imperial beast talent. After that the humans were able to survive and the era of beast control began. In addition, the awakening stone is regarded as the core stone of Kyushu Federation. So the newcomers must go through 3 stages if they want to become a beastmaster. And the 3 stages are called as to awaken the talent of royal family, build a space for the royal beast, and to contract a pet. Though there are some aristocratic families or sects who have geniuses that awakened early. But they still send their children to the annual awakening because the awakening power can be used to build a royal beast space in advance. Hearing his grandfather's explanation, Shaon replied, then won't the Kyushu Federation regard it as a felony? But his grandfather bursts out laughing, telling him the Federation knows about the flaw, it's just that they don't care about it. Furthermore, everyone who participate in awakening their talent must be registered in the hall, and it helps the Kyushu Federation to unify the management of beast divisions, so wasting a little awakening energy is worth it. Subsequently, his grandfather told him the importance of the awakening power and will help him a lot, so Shaon promised to take the awakening seriously. And until now our protagonist just focused on learning beast knowledge, but he didn't know much about the awakening stone. So hearing about it he got curious as how can it support the consciousness of hundreds of millions of test takers when it's only one piece. But this time his father yelled at him to take the awakening test more seriously. Though Shaon said yes while trembling in fear, but as the saying goes, it doesn't matter how strong you are, but you can't stand up to your wife. And after that they continue to enjoy their family meal. Later both of them arrive at the awakening square and his grandfather asks Shaon to go to the awakening hall first as he has to prepare for the speech. Thereafter, while our protagonist was moving towards the square, and it seems he is quite popular as the girls immediately surrounded him. Moving on, the affiliated college is the most advanced in the city, so most of its students are descendants from noble families. But of course Xiaoan, being the grandson of the city lord, is at the top. Same time someone from crowd jumped on our protagonist, though Xiaoan was able to avoid it with quick reflexes, and it seemed the fatty is acquaintance of him. However, Xiaoan asked him not to talk in a grumpy tone, as someone who doesn't know him may think they are having an affairs. He also commented on his name, as it doesn't suit him because the name Yuan Potion has a domineering meaning to it. Well, our fatty was really heartbroken, but during their childhood Xiaoan thought in future he would be a hero, but unfortunately as time passed he became more round and round, so the idea of him being a hero was dismissed from our main lead's mind. Simultaneously this time our waifu came in saying that she thought Xiaoan got scared as he hasn't attended school for months and she can let him go if he admits defeat. Well, the woman is called Fian Qianyu, she is the daughter of vice principal of Bailin Castle. Seeing her, Xiaoan remembers the bet from their school time, since she has made a bet with him of whoever has the best talent in the awakening ceremony will win and the loser will do one thing for the winner. Qianyu said does he wants to back down, however Xiaoan replied the little phoenix doesn't have to worry as the bet is still valid and make sure to keep the promise after she loses. In any event, Xiaoan was 90% sure of winning the bet. After all, having S-level talent above an A level is very rare in the entire Kyushu Federation, and needless to say he already has awakened an A-rank talent. Having said that, our little phoenix got mad for getting teased and replied sooner or later she will make him kneel before her. Furthermore, while they were moving towards the awakening hall, our fatty told him he has to be careful as her family has a secret treasure that seems to help them awaken their talents. Well, Xiaoan replied it doesn't matter as their family is one of the ancient families, so having a special awakening method is not a big deal, and moreover Qianyu won't cause him any trouble because she's an upright person. Moving on, in the courtyard of awakening hall his grandfather gave a speech in accordance to boost the candidate's spirits. After the speech was finished everyone was asked to move towards the hall. And more instructions were given saying to find their place and to sit cross-legged, also they should immediately begin to awaken their talent. Xiaoan found his seat, and when Kyushu Federation activates the God Stone it will use the method of space projection to project the power of stone in various regions of the hall. We can also call it miracle. Next the Federation activated the awakening stone and Xiaoan promptly started to absorb the energy. But as he began to suck up the awakening energy it went out of control and all the energy rushed into his head, which caused damages to Xiaoan's brain. Except the system popped up and told him it's not a bad thing, instead a great opportunity for him, so Xiaoan put his faith in the system and started to absorb more energy at a tremendous pace. In concert, the energy took a form and manifested into a big golden eye which caught the attention of the examiners. So he instantly inquired about who is that examinee, but to his knowledge it was Xiaoan, the grandson of the city lord. Hearing his words the other person got frightened and asked him to hurry up and inform the city lord, because if something happened to him they won't be able to afford it. Later his grandfather and Mr. Wu rushed to the scene and upon reaching the examiner explained the situation to the city lord and that they don't know what's going on. But Xiaoan's grandfather was instantly able to figure out the situation. Moreover, it's called the talent vision eye. And this kind of phenomenon only occurs when one's talent reaches the S rank or above, but he was confused as Xiaoan had already awakened an A-level talent. Concurrently the city lord realized that his talent must have mutated and reached the S rank. Furthermore, in the world of the beasts there are some preservation law, and as humans naturally have a possibility of mutation. So in the process of mutation there is also a chance of talent getting mutated. And in the entire history of human beast masters the numbers of mutated masters are really rare. In addition, those who have mutated their talents have all become celebrities and legendary figures through the years. Thus if Xiaoan has a mutation talent then the awakening will be very dangerous. So the city lord requested to let him enter the awakening hall, but as the hall is directly under the Kyushu Federation no one without authorization can enter it. Though Mr. Wu tried to comfort him saying he doesn't has to worry as the Federation has a high protection mechanism so his grandson will be safe. Moreover, young talent are unparalleled in the world and he is lucky to have him. Adequately between the heavens and earth there are three types of knowledge. First one is the God's knowledge, the second one is earth knowledge, and the last one is called human knowledge. Also all of these knowledge were transferred into Xiaoan's mind, and soon after that our protagonist finished with his awakening. Moving on, after opening his eyes Xiaoan felt the changes in his body, and the same moment the system popped up saying he has obtained the mythical talent which allows him have foreknowledge. And he can see other people's status along with their talent level up to a certain radius. But Xiaoan was surprised as he has only known the 9 level of Beastmaster talent which goes up to SSS level. And the mythological talent that no one has ever heard of is higher than the SS level. So he tried using the mythical system and activated the apocalyptic eye which helped him to analyze other people's talent level. In addition, according to the system everything within a certain range cannot be hidden from his eyes. So during a battle he would able to know the abilities and weakness of his opponent, which will make his chance of winning the battle 100%. Afterwards Xiaoan started to check everyone's talent level and there were many D and C grades. But there were some with an A level talent which are still known as the second generation geniuses. At any rate, Shaoan also used his apocalyptic eye on the awakening stone, but the results were shocking. The stone is known as the ancient tree of life, which can aid with the awakening of the human beings, and it's also a deity-level species. At any rate, the examiner asked the candidates to line up, but Shaoan was distracted, as the most shocking thing was that the core stone of the Kyushu Federation is actually a god-level beast in disguise. Moreover, if the Federation is unaware of this, then they would be shocked to know that there are also different levels to the seed of the ancient tree of life. Though the seed is in a dormant stage because of lack in the divine substances and insufficient nutrients, nevertheless the world of beast is not as simple as he thought, and as you can see, others are testing which level of talent have they acquired, and it was Shaoan's turn next. So our protagonist decided to forget about it for now, as these things are beyond his reach, and when his strength has reached a certain level, the secrets of this world will naturally unfold for him. Moving on, the operator started the test, and Shaoan, who doesn't want to make a big fuss, has decided to walk the path of geniuses. So he released all his power with a domineering aura, and the identification system first analyzed it to be an A-level spiritual talent. But it didn't stop there and kept increasing the level with a warning beyond identification. While the operator was in a bind, Mr. Wu stepped in, saying the identification system can't identify below S-level talents, and it has been quite a long time since Balan City has an S-level talent, and it's natural he doesn't know about it. So Mr. Wu asked him to register Shaoan as an S-level talent, and after that he left, saying this child will have a bright future. Anyhow, the examiner announced the results of Shaoan awakening an S-class spiritual talent. Well, many people were shocked to hear the news, but there were people who congratulated our protagonist. However, the examiner got irritated and asked them to hurry up, as the next batch of student will be coming soon. So Shaoan left thinking it was beneficial, as his legendary talent wasn't revealed in the evaluation machine. Moreover, his grandfather was waiting for him at the exit, and he asked Shaoan did he face any abnormalities at the awakening. Though he feels alright, but he is also sorry as he wasn't able to take advantage of the awakening energy to build a space for the beast. But to his knowledge, the city lord wasn't disappointed, instead was delighted, as his talent evolved into an S-level class, and with help of his family resources he would be able to build up a royal beast space. But as Shaoan was about to tell his actual talent, the system interfered and didn't allow him to reveal it. Moving on, his grandfather asked him to come with him to the resting place, and as they started leaving the hall, Shaoan was in deep thoughts because he is not allowed to tell about his mythical talent to anyone, and if he tries, the apocalyptic eye will interfere again. So our protagonist decided to first learn more about the eye and started to analyze the surrounding people and spirits. Well, it seems there's not a limit to how much he can see through the enemy. And as of now, in the circle of 10-meter radius, not a single treasure can escape his eyes. More so that he started to act like a demon lord and began to brew a diabolic plan. As when his strength increases, the scope of investigation will inevitably expand. So there is also a possibility that his eye's scope can envelope the entire world, and at the time will be like an omniscient god. Well, this was it for the first part, so make sure to subscribe to stay updated on latest chapter. Sayonara.